What's good, YouTube? It's Nas, and we back with another video. Road to 300 subscribers, of course. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Sixth Man of the Year and Payton Pritchard. And there was no one else really deserving of this award. I saw that Malik Beasley came in second place. That's good for him. And he really helped out that Detroit Pistons team and helped them make a rerun. But at the same time, Payton Pritchard really fully elevated his game this season. Because if you remember, Payton Pritchard would be this guy who you need to make threes come off the bench a few seasons ago. Even the last year, maybe. He was this guy you make when you want to hit threes. Nothing else. No defense. No for playing backup point guard. None of that. He's just there to shoot threes. But this season, he's really perfected his craft. And he became that three-point shot that he's been known for since his rookie year. That's still going in. He is being used more on ball now, so that just shows Joe Mazzulla's confidence in him now, and he's really a defensive pest. So he really worked himself into having a good career, and that shit really didn't start like that. He worked to get there. In his first season, in the 2020-2021 season, he averaged 7.5 points per game, 2.5 rebounds, and 2 assists in 19 minutes per game. He was getting minutes at this moment. This was his rookie season, and Brad Stevens had faith in him, or I believe this was Joe Mazzulla. I can't remember when not Joe Mazzulla, Amadoka started, but in his next season, he would see his minutes decrease, because if I could remember correctly, this is when Malcolm Brogdon came to town, and obviously Marcus Smart was there, so they were taking up point guard minutes, which Payton Pritchard is only 6'1". He can't play any other position. He's not a shooting guard. But in his second season, his minutes went down to 14 after averaging 19. He averaged 6 points per game, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. In the 2022-2023 season, if I can remember correctly, he got injured at some point during the year. He only played 48 games, and he only averaged 13.5 minutes. And he only averaged 5.5 points per game, 2 rebounds, and 1.5 assists going into his third season. But obviously, the Celtics still believed in him. They brought him back for his fourth season, and in the 2023-2024 season, his minutes elevated when Joe Mazzulla became, obviously, the coach, and they became NBA champions. He averaged 9.5 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 3.5 assists. And I know y'all all remember Payton Pritchard coming in the playoffs every time. It was a buzzer beater and making all of those shots. I would have thought, or last year, I thought the shots was BS until I realized, he's really their last shot shooter. When it's about to clip to halftime or the quarter's about to end, they give the ball to Payton Pritchard. I noticed that, everybody else doesn't even think about touching the ball. It's going to Payton Pritchard because he earned that and he deserves that. But obviously, he wasn't getting minutes he wasn't getting minutes, or I would say shot attempts, other than that. He was only used for that in last year's playoffs. But this year, where he fully transformed his game and he became the Sixth Man of the Year, he played 80 games this season, averaged 28.5 minutes, career high, and he averaged 14.5 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 3.5 assists. And it's not like Payton Pritchard was bad throughout those seasons, because he wasn't. He was just not getting minutes, and they didn't really need him at that moment. And his game really didn't fit at that moment. But now Payton Pritchard has really fully excelled in his role. He knows his role, to come off the bench and go score a bucket. There is nothing else the Celtics need you to do. They need you to play some type of defense, so the defense don't think they could pick on you on the defensive end. But at the same time, your role is offense. If you're wide open and you see Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, don't give them the ball, shoot the ball. And that's what Payton Pritchard has done really well this season. And he's had a few big games too. I'm going to list them out, but it's just crazy, because Celtics fans always believed in Payton Pritchard. I was they too far-fetched with that. But seeing that he fully got his opportunity this year, he's taken full advantage of that. And I can't hate on that. No one should really hate on that, because he fully deserves it. Obviously, Celtics fans are sometimes delusional, but at the same time, they were right about Payton Pritchard, so that's a lot to say. But Payton Pritchard this season, he had 1,700 1,079 points, first in points off the bench, 246 three-pointers made, first in three-pointers made off the bench, and a plus minus of 428, first and plus minus off the bench. So all the stats align to say that he deserved this award, and nobody else was really going to get this award. I knew that. I knew that from last month or probably 2 months ago that Payton Pritchard probably locked down this award, because I saw the games he was playing and how clutch he came in the big moments. Like, Payton Pritchard was out there for some of those games, like when Porzingis was out, and sometimes when Drew Holiday was out, it was Payton Pritchard closing the game, and Payton Pritchard putting on a show, and Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown didn't come out. Like, his season high, March 5th, he had 43 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists on 14 and 20 shooting. I'm pretty sure he started this game, showing that he could be potentially a starter in this league. Like, a lot of the six men, or after they win the award, people realize like they could really start in the NBA, but obviously their teams don't need them to do that right now. But hopefully he gets an opportunity to do that. But if he's a six man his whole career, I wouldn't knock it, or I wouldn't expect anything less for real. But in the last game of the season, Payton Pritchard had 34 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. It seems like every last game of the season, Payton Pritchard comes out and goes out with a bang. Like, that's just what he does. It's like, I'm pretty sure, like, for the last 5 years, that's what he does. And he always looks forward to the last game of the season, because that's when he gets to show what he could really do. He had multiple 20-point games this season, which he hasn't had in his career. And in the first game of the playoffs against the Orlando Magic, he had 19 points and 3 assists. He was the second leading scorer, I believe, on the Celtics team. So obviously Payton Pritchard is going to be needed this go around for the Celtics. Like, they're gonna need his bench scoring to, obviously, if they want to go back to back, like, you need key foundations if you want to do that. Last year, Payton Pritchard wasn't needed. They had all the talent. They had all the talent last year, and obviously he was stuck around the bench or when they needed a half-court shot. This year, Payton Pritchard is actually going to get impactful minutes, because now Payton Pritchard is an impactful player, and I'm pretty sure he is on the scouting reports now, because when Payton Pritchard goes in the game, you're going to have to watch out for him. Like, he's like this ticking time bomb. I don't want to. That's the only comparison I can think of this moment, because you know he's coming in, but what are you gonna do to stop the buckets? Because obviously he's sharing the court with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, so that gives him the freedom to work around with probably your third or fourth best player. Because obviously, if Derek White's in the game, you're gonna put another defender on Derek White, so that leaves Payton Pritchard all alone to deal with your fourth or fifth best player, and Payton Pritchard is going to expose that. And that's what he's done this season, and that's why he is fully deserving of this award, and nobody else could have won it. But let me know how y'all felt about Payton Pritchard's 6th Man of the Year season, and that's really about it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe. What's good, y'all? If y'all like this video, hit the like button and subscribe. Posting daily, almost every day or every day. And there's a video on the left or in the video on the right. If you haven't watched that one already, click it. It might be good.